Hello and welcome to your news and features electronic magazine that centers on the different facets of motoring. Now on its 34th year, this is Motoring Today. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall talk about safe speeds and speed limit enforcement in the country. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on what to do when one encounters a broken white centerline road marking. This week's Payong Super shall be about the no smoking policy in PUVs. The public service segment centers on a viral curvy edge line in Nueva Ecija. Showcase this week shall have the subcompact sedan from Honda, the City 1.5e CVT.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are in this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. Many OFWs have lost their jobs abroad, a lot of them in the construction industry. Maybe this bit of news will help.
NLEX Corporation is hiring 1,500 technical and skilled workers to accelerate the construction of the 8-kilometer NLEX connector project. And it says priority will be given to returning overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs, who lost their jobs due to the COVID-19 pandemic. NLEX President and General Manager Luigi Bautista explained why NLEX is rushing completion of the project and giving priority to hiring returning OFWs, saying, being a government partner in infrastructure building, NLEX Corporation and the entire Metro Pacific Tollways Group are keen in helping the economy recover from the adverse effects of the pandemic. With our ongoing projects, we can create more opportunities for people, thus propel growth in the country. The NLEX Connector is all-vehicle class elevated expressway that extends from Caloocan Interchange, then pass through 5th Avenue or C3 Road in Caloocan City and España to eventually link up with the Metro Manila Skyway Stage 3 at PUP Santa Mesa in Manila. Earlier, the Department of Public Works and Highways and the Department of Labor and Employment encouraged companies involved in the government's Build program to extend employment assistance to repatriated OFWs, especially those who were previously employed in construction. Apart from building roads and bridges to spur economic development, the Build program is also geared towards providing livelihood to fellow Filipinos, said DPWH Secretary Mark Villar.
OFWs and local construction workers should pray that many other companies emulate NLEX and the Metro Pacific Group and also accelerate completion of infrastructure projects and hire more workers. Beep cards should still be in use for EDSA busway rides by this time, but whether they will be the sole mode of payment is not a certainty.
The Department of Transportation has stopped the implementation of the mandatory use of beep cards to pay for rides on the EDSA busway. It has instead decided to implement what it calls a dual payment system. Those who already purchased the loaded beep cards can still use them. Those who haven't will have to pay for the rides at booths manned by EDSA Busway Consortia personnel set up at the stations. The DOTR assures the public that the personnel will be wearing appropriate face shields, face masks, and gloves to prevent the transmission of COVID-19. DOTR had long wanted cashless transactions at the EDSA busway as well as in other modes of metro transport, but commuters complained of the added cost. In response to the complaints, Transport Secretary Arthur Tugate requested AF Payments Incorporated, AFPI, to waive the cost of the beep cards, but it earlier refused. After a day, the company has reportedly agreed to provide 125,000 free beep cards to EDSA busway commuters, in which the DOTR appreciated. We thank AFPI for seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and for considering the plight of our commuters who have just started to rebuild back their lives after a series of strict quarantine measures that put pressure both on their social lives and livelihoods. For them, every centavo counts.
Cashless payment of fares on board mass transport systems will surely help contain the COVID-19 contagion. Regular users of the MRT3 will certainly welcome this latest development: faster trains and shorter waiting times at stations.
Beginning this month, MRT3 trains will be running at 40 kilometers per hour. The MRT3 said trains can now run faster than 30 kilometers per hour, with the replacement of old railroad tracks as part of the massive rehabilitation program of the rail line being implemented by Sumitomo Mitsubishi Heavy Industries from Japan. The MRT3 was able to complete its rail replacement works in September of this year, several months ahead of its scheduled completion in February 2021. With the trains running faster, waiting time for trains at stations will be shorter, the MRT3 said. It added that operating speed of trains will gradually increase from 40 kilometers per hour in October to 50 kilometers per hour by November and 60 kilometers per hour by December 2020. After being able to increase the number of running trains, the next target is to increase the speed of our trains in the main line until it reaches 60 kilometers per hour, said MRT3 Director of Operations Michael Kapati. The last time MRT3 trains were allowed to run at 60 kilometers per hour was in September of 2013.
With more trains running daily, faster speed, and shorter waiting times at the stations, more commuters could be served. That's certainly a welcome development in these days of restricted capacities in all transport modes. By now, motorists should already be aware that the MMDA has begun closing U-turns at EDSA and should look for alternative routes.
The first one to close was the U-turn slot near Trinoma Mall and North Avenue, even after an extensive information campaign and the placing of signage announcing its closure. Many claim to have been caught unaware. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority has made it sure motorists are aware that the next U-turn on EDSA to be closed, both northbound or southbound, is the one in front of the Quezon City Academy, starting at 12:01 a.m. of October 12, a Monday. Directional signs were installed beginning October 5 to advise motorists to take the following routes. From northbound going southbound, affected vehicles may take U-turn slot after Congressional Avenue in front of Landers. From southbound going northbound, affected vehicles may take the U-turn slot after Quezon Avenue Service Road, under Quezon Avenue flyover. The closure of U-turns is prompted by the implementation of the EDSA busway, also known as the EDSA Carousel, which gives buses exclusive use of the innermost lanes of EDSA. MMDA Chairman Danilo Lim said additional traffic constables will be deployed at the newly closed U-turn slot and along the identified detour routes to manage traffic flow.
Transport authorities appear to be committed to the full and continued implementation of the EDSA busway. Motorists will have to learn to live with an EDSA virtually without U-turns. Those are the latest news in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. The COVID-19 pandemic has not stopped progress on the initiative to make enforcement of speed limits wider and more effective in the country. A week-long forum on this subject has recently been held online.
Without much fanfare or publicity, a week-long Facebook event took place, participated in by the Department of Transportation and Land Transportation Office, together with nonprofit organizations Imagine Law, the Global Road Safety Partnership, or GRSP, and the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, or UNESCAP. The last day of the online event was a forum to provide updates to the public on their efforts towards increasing the level of speed limit enforcement in the country. Attorney Sofia San Luis, Executive Director of Imagine Law, presented a progress report entitled Safer Speeds Now, Saving Lives Through Speed Enforcement, which was also an affirmation of the commitment to help government with enforcement of speed limits and ultimately reduce the rising number of deaths in our road. At the same forum, LTO Law Enforcement Service Director Clarence Ginto said the LTO plans to institutionalize measures for enforcing speed limits using practices learned from a Trainings of Trainers program conducted by the GRSP. In the coming months, we will make every effort to increase speed limit enforcement in the Philippines by procuring speed guns, deputizing more enforcers, continuing the Training of Trainers program, and develop a speed enforcement action plan in collaboration with relevant government agencies, Ginto said. More than 150 law enforcement officers from the LTO, PNP Highway Patrol Group, MMDA, and local government units have undergone national and pilot regional speed enforcement trainings conducted by GRSP experts Robert Susange and Mark Stables. Susange and Stables both joined the online forum and expressed satisfaction at efforts of the LTO, the PNP HPG, and the MMDA to enforce speed limits following the Training of Trainers program. During the forum, LTO Assistant Secretary Edgar Galvante spoke for stakeholders who recognized the rising number of road crash fatalities as a public health crisis and committed to work together to prevent the unnecessary loss of life on the road. At the end of the forum, DOTR Assistant Secretary Mark Steven Pastor said the DOTR, along with its local and international partners, will continue the grind until all levels of our society have the capacity to implement the good laws and policies on road safety. Most importantly, we will strive to invest in the needed technologies and tools to make a maximum road safety environment in the country.
Local transport officials have said all the right words of support for and commitment to implementation of programs and measures to strictly enforce speed limits nationwide. Still, road safety advocates should be saying, words are not enough. That's our Motoring Forum this week, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
You are back with us here on Motoring Today, and in line with our lifelong commitment to promote road safety, here is this week's road safety tip in cooperation with Toyota Motor Philippines.
Katulad ng pinapakita sa animation, broken white center lines separate the movement of traffic on multi-lane roads. Ang ibig sabihin nito ay bawal kang dumaan sa gitna o sa mismong linya. But if you're crossing it to overtake or to change lanes, then just keep in mind na ang mga sasakyan na nasa kabilang lane ay may right of way. So, wait for your turn.
Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. From Mitsubishi Motors Philippines, here is Payang Choper this week.
Payong chopper lang kaibigan, ako po si Hares. Isa po ang kapwa ninyo chopper. Baka di nyo alam, ang paninigarilyo ay matagal nang ipinagbabawal sa mga pampublikong sasakyan.
Respeto na lang po sa ating mga pasahero, lalo na sa mga di naninigarilyo na kasakay mo. Kung ang mga pasahero ay di pwedeng manigarilyo, lalo na sigurong bawal manigarilyo ang nagmamaneho. Ang usok na dulot ng sigarilyo ay perwisyo sa taong nakakalanghap nito. Kapag naninigarilyo ang driver, wala ang atensyon niya sa pagmamaneho. Baka di mo namamalayan, wala na din pala sa direksyon ng pagmamaneho.
Kaya sundin ang batas na ito para makaiwas makaperwisyo. Ito po si Haris Morales, Payong Chopper lang kaibigan. Mula sa isang kapwa niyo chopper.
What do we go for? We go for experience. go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsports is next. We start with the latest news and developments. The country's representatives to the Asian Regional Round of the 2020 GR Supra GT Cup Asia are now known. Emerging as champions after 3 rounds of the GR Supra GT Cup Asia, Philippines are sporting class champions Terence Liave, promotional class champion Lance Padilla, and media and celebrity champion Jose Altoveros. Toyota Motor Philippines hosted the local search for members of the team to represent the country at the Asian Regional Round of the GR Supra GT Cup Asia. Aside from Liave, Padilla, and Altoveros, also declared champions of the special categories were influencer class champion Ralph Bangsil and junior class champion Russell Cabrera. We are very thankful for the passion and enthusiasm that Filipino gamers and e-motorsports fans have shown during the course of our inaugural GR Supra GT Cup Asia Philippines, said Sherwin Chualim, first Vice President for Vehicle Sales Operations of TMP. We expect our champions to do their very best to represent us well in the Asian Regional Round. We will continuously support them, and hopefully their success inspires a lot more Filipino racers to pursue this sport that we really can excel in, he added. Chualim said Toyota is thinking of holding the same e-motorsports series next season. The Asian Regional Round of the GR Supra GT Cup Asia, hosted by Toyota Motor Asia Pacific and Toyota Gazoo Racing, will be streamed on October 25, 2020 via TMP's official Facebook page. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. Motoring Today continues right after this break.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Let's now take a look at what's happening in the local auto industry.
Last August, Isuzu Philippines Corporation, or IPC, reached a new milestone, selling unit number 300,000, an Isuzu D-Max RZ4E pickup sold by Isuzu Leyte. It has taken IPC 24 years since it began operations in 1996 to reach the mark. By the end of the month, IPC has sold 300,133 units, broken into 113,475 AUVs, 64,245 pickups, 63,669 SUVs, and 58,744 trucks. To celebrate the new 300,000 unit sales milestone, IPC launched a host of promotions and corporate social responsibility activities beginning this October until the end of the year. This includes the 300K Thank You Big Discount promo. Until December 31, 2020, an additional 30,000 peso discount will be offered for the D-Max RZ4E and Travis S, raising total discounts to 180,000 pesos and 130,000 pesos respectively. All Isuzu buyers will also receive free Shell Go Plus welcome kit with fuel cards, courtesy of Isuzu's official fuel partner, Pilipinas Shell, until the end of December. The Drive the 300K promo will give 30% discount on parts and labor on all Isuzu vehicles with odometer readings between 300,000 and 310,000 kilometers being serviced at dealerships until October 31, 2020. The Arigato Frontliners promo will give all frontliners who own out-of-warranty Isuzu vehicles quick change oil services at Isuzu dealerships for as low as 1,700 pesos until December 31, 2020 as well. IPC will also hold an online tambayan virtual meet hangout with the three biggest and most active owners clubs, the MUX Owners Philippines on October 10, Team ICE or Isuzu Car Enthusiasts on October 17, and Team Isuzu Pilipinas on October 24. There's a new entry-level compact SUV in town, and it's a Benz. The GLA 200 AMG line is now available at all Mercedes-Benz dealerships. It arrived with an introductory SRP of 3,290,000 pesos. That's just about entry-level pricing for a Benz. That much money gets you a compact SUV with Mercedes-Benz signature design and styling, as well as trailblazing technologies. With AMG styling, the GLA, made available locally, features a diamond radiator grille with pins in chrome, 19-inch 5 twin-spoke light alloy wheels, black roof liner, and polished aluminum roof rails. It also comes with a new generation multifunction sports steering wheel in Napa leather, MBUX multimedia system with 17-inch instrument and media display. It is powered by turbocharged 1.3-liter 4-cylinder engine that produces 163 horsepower and 250 Nm of torque, paired with a 7G dual-clutch automatic transmission with cruise control and front-wheel drive. It also comes with an Eco Start-Stop system for greater fuel efficiency and Benz's Light and Sight package, active parking assist, tire pressure loss warning system, attention assist, active brake assist.
Embark on a new adventure and make it your own with the new Mercedes-Benz GLA.
Ever since it began producing automobiles back in the early 1900s, MG Motor Cars have been known for their iconic design and styling. This tradition continues to this day, even as the brand is now under the umbrella of SAIC Motor Corporation. MG has opened the new Advanced London Design Studio along Marylebone Road in the heart of London. This is where MG's modern designs come to life, according to an MG press release. Over the past 6 years, we have formed strong relationships with many pioneering institutions, and the opening of the Advanced London Design Studio will help us further our commitment to growing talent by placing us firmly in the heart of one of the globe's design destinations, said Carl Gotham, SAIC Design European Advanced Design Director. Every year, the Advanced London Design Studio holds the SAIC Design Challenge in Europe, an annual competition participated in by the freshest minds in European design. We will continue to search for the best creative talent, and we hope that through the internationalized platform built by the SAIC, the designers will flourish and glow within the design industry. Creative energy, high potential, ambition, and dreams will encourage them to become future design industry stars, said Gotham. Honda Cars Philippines is celebrating its 30th anniversary this month of October with a promo called Honda at 30. The dream lives on. This month, Honda buyers can avail themselves of cash discounts, special all-in down payments, special offers, and other exciting deals. These include huge cash discounts of 100,000 pesos of the 2020 City 1.5e manual transmission, 90,000 pesos for the 2020 CRV S Diesel 9 Automatic, and 120,000 pesos for the 2019 Mobilio 1.5 RS CVT. Low all-in down payments are also available for the 2021 BRV 1.5 S CVT, the 2020 Brio 1.2 S manual transmission, and the 2020 Civic RS Turbo CVT. Also, customers who buy select variants of the City, CRV, and Mobilio will get a free blow-pump air purifier, AirPure AP 1.0 set. Honda car owners who register online and provide or update contact information on the microsite link of HCPI, hondaphil.com/raffle this month of October until March 18, 2021 will get one corresponding e-raffle entry for a chance to win exciting items. This October, as HCPI celebrates its 30th year, we aim to commemorate our milestones through showing our appreciation and giving back to our dear customers for their unending support and patronage to Honda throughout the years, said Masahiko Nakamura, HCPI president. Ford Philippines is bringing back its much-anticipated Truck Month this October, offering great deals to customers buying a Ford Ranger from any Ford dealership nationwide. From October 1 to 31, 2020, customers can avail of cash discounts, all-in low down payment deals, and ownership package worth 100,000 pesos with their purchase of a Ranger Wildtrak, XLS, or Raptor. Cash discounts are as follows. Ranger 2-liter Wildtrak 4x2 manual transmission, 90,000 pesos. Ranger 2-liter Wildtrak 4x2 automatic transmission, 70,000 pesos. For the Ranger 2.2-liter XLS 4x2 manual transmission, offers include cash discount of 89,000 pesos, all-in down payment of 88,000 pesos. Meanwhile, customers who are looking to purchase the Ranger Raptor are entitled to the Ranger Raptor Premium Care Package, inclusive of a free 5-year scheduled service plan, 5-year warranty, and 5-year roadside assistance. The worry-free ownership package is valued at 100,000 pesos. The Ford Truck Month has been Ford Philippines' annual tradition of celebrating ownership of the Ford Ranger and making it accessible to more customers through our wide array of great deals. The Truck Month is back this October, and we look forward to serving more Filipinos who need a tough, reliable, and capable pickup truck for their work and play needs, says PK Umashankar, President and Managing Director, Ford Philippines.
Motoring Today now brings you our Car of the Week on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. The August sales report from Avid showed passenger car sales increased, albeit slightly, while light commercial vehicles slumped. Local auto distributors believe this indicates passenger cars are gaining traction as the economy begins to recover. Showcase takes a look at one option helping generate more interest in passenger cars, the Honda City 1.5e CVT.
The Honda City was first sold in the country as an entry-level subcompact four-door sedan. It has steadily grown with each generational makeover to near compact sedan size, but remains being presented and sold as a subcompact. The latest iteration of the Honda City in the country comes in 5 variants: the base model 1.5S CVT, the 1.5e manual transmission, the 1.5e CVT, the 1.5 VX Navi CVT, and the 1.5 VX Plus Navi CVT, ranging in price from 820,000 pesos to the top in line 1.06 million pesos. We check out the Honda City 1.5e CVT, priced at 876,000 pesos. The Honda City, with its angular lines and sharp creases, cuts a rather sleek figure on the road. At 4,440 millimeters long, 1,695 millimeters wide, and 1,477 millimeters tall, with 2,600 millimeter long wheelbase and a 150 millimeter ground clearance. The City 1.5e CVT exterior sports multi-reflector halogen headlights with LED guide-type daylight running lights, halogen fog lights, fender-mounted turn signal lights, bulb-type rear taillights, and high-mount stop lamp. It also comes with body-colored door handles and side view mirror housing, chrome trunk garnish, chrome front grille, a rear diffuser with integrated reflectors, and shark fin antenna. The 15-inch alloy wheels and 175 by 65 R15 tires also lend a touch of sporty to the 1.5e CVT. One attribute that stands out about the Honda City is its roomy interior for an entry-level sedan. The classy dark gray interior is complemented by the fabric upholstery of the seats. The gunmetallic console panel adds a bit of sporty character. The front seats have adjustable headrests and slide and recline. The driver's seat gets an added height adjuster, with 3-spoke steering wheel that tilts and telescopes help find the best driving position. The fixed-type rear seats are comfortable while providing adequate legroom for passengers. The City comes with the standard conveniences like power windows, door locks, air conditioning with manual rotary controls, map and dome lights. Onboard entertainment comes from an audio system with a 7-inch touchscreen display, a USB port, and Bluetooth connection, plus audio controls on the steering wheel. The system plays through 4 speakers. The Honda City 1.5e CVT is powered by a 1,497cc gasoline 4-cylinder 16-valve SOHC engine with iVTEC. This Euro 4 engine generates 120 horsepower at 6,600 revolutions per minute and 145 Nm of torque at 4,800 RPM. Power is transmitted to the front wheels via Honda's Earth Dreams technology continuously variable transmission. Ride and handling benefit from electric power steering and well-balanced tuning of a suspension system that features independent McPherson strut with stabilizer in front and H-shaped torsion beam with stabilizer in the rear. Stopping power comes from brakes using front ventilated discs and rear drums. Safety in the City starts with a G-force control body structure. Then, there are active and passive safety systems. These include anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, side door beams, and heel protector for driver and front passenger. The Honda 1.5e CVT also comes with dual airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts for all 5 cabin occupants, and ISOFIX child seat anchor. Security comes from a keyless entry system that comes with wave key with trunk release button, alarm, and a mobilizer.
The Burr months are said to be the season for buying cars. The auto industry is counting on passenger car sales to help in its recovery as the economy slowly returns to normalcy. The Honda City should help in this. That's our featured vehicle on this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
We now have our segment that dwells on the wide array of motoring problems not only in the metro but all over the country as well. This is where we present problems referred to us or we ourselves see and hope to fully find solutions for. Here's our public service segment brought to you by Honda Cars Philippines.
In the past week, a controversial edge line, supposedly straight, has been all over social media. On roads, an edge line is used to separate pavement edges. Right edge are marked with solid white line. In the viral photos, a non-straight right edge line is seen along Nueva Ecija Aurora Road, Bantug Norte, Cabanatuan City section, as posted by a Facebook page, Philippines CCTV and Dashcom spotted. The edge line is obviously crooked and askew. In the comments section, many netizens have created memes out of the photos and expressed their disbelief. We shall be asking the Department of Public Works and Highways regarding this.
And that's our public service segment from Honda Cars Philippines. And should you yourself encounter motoring problems that need immediate attention, please feel free to contact us. See the details being flashed on your screen. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, please don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 34th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. Stay healthy and be vigilant at all times. On behalf of Butch Gamboa, our dad, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa.
Happy
Happy
motoring.
motoring!